Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see by the title of the video, we are gonna be drawing, well, I am gonna be drawing manga slash anime style, which I've never done before because I suck at this sort of like linear type of drawing with a lot of lines. And also I'm quite new to drawing. I've been like learning for a year, something, maybe a little bit more than a year. And yeah, the reason why I picked this video is because I have been in a slump. So I haven't drawn anything in like 3 months. So into the video. First, I will be drawing a manga panel from the manga that I own. So I've got Spy X Family, Jujutsu Kaisen, A Sign of Affection, and also this like Re-On comic like magazine that has a bunch of different manga, but probably might end up picking something from here. And then I'm gonna draw something like a photo that I've taken or just a reference in the same style, which will be the hard part because yeah, let's get into it. So I did start looking over like Spy X Family and then Jujutsu Kaisen, but I really wanted to draw the punch scene from Spy X Family, which was not in the manga that I had. So I moved on to Jujutsu Kaisen. And yeah, there was quite a lot. I really like this manga, so I ended up choosing this panel, which I really love. And also at the end, the mangaka says that Gojo is the easiest to draw and Kugisaki is the hardest, so I'll see about that. So I started just measuring the panel with all the different frames just to see which frame is the biggest, which one's the smallest, and the difference in sizes just to know how to lay it out on the page since my sketchbook is a little bit smaller than the manga, so I had to keep that in mind. And then for some reason I decided I wanted to act like a professional and sharpen my pencil, the professional way, using a knife. But anyway, I just started laying out the panel with all the frames and then I just started sketching, which for me is always the most like nerve-wracking part because I'm always like afraid to like start it, and like I'm also always unsure of where to start. So I just started with something that I'm more comfortable with, which is the building, because I've done perspective before. I've learned about it a little bit, and so I just started with that, figuring out first the perspective of the building. I know it was 2 points, but they weren't anywhere in the panel, so I just had to imagine it a little bit. So then I just started like doing a rough sketch of the layout. So I just wanted to put everything in its place just to know where to draw. And yeah, I started doing the characters a little bit, figuring things out. Took a little bit of time, but I did have the most trouble doing Gojo. I don't know why. I just couldn't get his proportions right, even though he's wearing a mask. Like, it's not gonna get easier than that. And yeah, Kugisaki was hard. Another thing I would like to mention is that because my sketchbook is a little bit smaller than the manga, I had to draw really small and all the details were quite difficult. And in comparison to like the sizes and the panels, I didn't get all the details, but that doesn't really matter. I don't really mind much. And then I just got a fine liner and started overlaying the final sketches. And yeah, I just used the finest one that I could find. It was a 02. And then later I just started coloring in the black, and I also used some alcohol markers to get some gray in there. And yeah, I'm just gonna let you watch in peace and stop talking now. So this is the finished product and I am very happy with it, except for the fact that I made Megami look like a fish. I'm so sorry. But yeah, other than that, I think I did fairly well. Some of the expressions I couldn't get exactly right because it was too small to just do them. But yeah, anyways, it was so nice and relaxing to do actually, and I'll definitely try this again. Then I continued on to the next part, which I was feeling a little bit worried about because I did not know what to draw. At first, I was like, okay, I should, do a self portrait, which also I've never done before. But yeah, as you can clearly see, I could not pose. I'm so sorry. So I just decided to do a portrait of Yena from her Catch Catch MV because I really liked her look and she's so anime coded as well. So I just thought it was perfect in a way. But yeah, I just picked out a picture from the MV and I also watched a tutorial by Colleen. It was an anime face anatomy video, so I just watched that, jotted down the things that I needed to know, and basically just started drawing. So what I wanted to apply from the previous work that I did was the way that Akutamige does his eyes. I don't know, I just really liked how he does that. They're like so dainty and I thought it would go well with this drawing. And yeah, so I just did that. I'm just gonna let you watch in peace, sorry. So even though I did botch her arm up, I think it turned out really well. And yeah, I'm happy with it. I decided to add a little bit of a pop of color by actually coloring in the shoe, which is red. And also I did add a speech bubble, to make it go well with the other part, which is the manga, which has a lot of speech bubbles. And yeah, I just wrote down what she says in the MV. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I had so much fun. It was also really nice and calming. Tried something new and I would definitely try it again. And this is the finished result. Turned out amazing. I'm really happy with it. And yeah, bye. See you in the next one.